Was good. Listen, it's more snow, man. Listen, this year is. I'm talking about this year's supposed to get better. Where? I don't see it. I just don't see it happening. But I'm off that. I'm about to go get some food. Cause I ain't feeling like cooking. But I want to talk about this Superfight. Yeah, I know I still ain't talk about Volume 7 or whatever. I really don't know when I'm going to get to that. But Caffeine postponed Kings vs. Queens 2. I think it's going to be sometime next month. It says in like 3 weeks. Alright, whatever. We can get to this Superfight though. So, this Superfight, I've seen a lot of comments. I looked on the Instagram page. A lot of people saying that it's not a super fight. I don't know. It's kind of like the last super fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like super heavyweights, but it was skilled guys. And guys on the come up. You got Danny Myers versus Kid Chaos. We have B-Dot versus Suge, which was rescheduled from Volume 7 because Suge got into something, and then his health-wise, he just wasn't good. You got Nitty versus Holmzie the God, and what was it? It was one more. Mike P versus Real Sick. So, what do I think? First of all, let me just talk about this card. I actually think the card is pretty tough. I don't think it's like super crazy. But one thing that we learn in battle rap, at least with the past few years, that even if a battle don't have a story or background, doesn't mean that it can't become a classic or it can't become, a staple. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. There's a few people on the card that I really like, so I'll give the card as of right now, as far as predictions, what I think it's going to be. Will it change the trajectory of battle rap? I think maybe 2 out of the 3 battles will change everything. Will change shit, maybe. But I'll give the card like a 6. Because I don't think it's going to have a huge impact like that. But it could. Alright, so let me see. Let's go with the first battle, right? First battle, you got Danny Myers versus Kid Chaos. Now, Kid Chaos' name has been thrown around a lot. He's one of the new gunners coming up. And honestly, Kid Chaos is a killer, son. I ain't gonna lie, he has this unique style of, he doesn't waste a bar, almost like a B-Dot, but just not as fast-paced and not as rapidy, even though he could rap pretty well. But I think with Kid Chaos, one of his biggest weapons that he has is his charisma. This motherfucker will go out there and act like, here we go again, type shit. You know what I mean? So, I actually like Kid Chaos for that. Danny Myers, damn, son. Danny, you're always impressive. But I do think that you're cutting yourself too thin, bruh. You're just battling everybody. I understand. At this point, it's not about proving yourself no more. It's just about getting the battles that you want. Now, maybe we're all jumping out on the limb here. Maybe these are the battles you want. Maybe you're strictly here for the competition. Even though there's a few people I heard you call out. Maybe this is really what you want. But from a valuable standpoint, Danny, you're on every fucking card. Jesus Christ, yo. And now you battling Kid Chaos. I guess, you have your own plans to reach to the top. What do I think? Jeez, man. I think there's a lot that Kid Chaos is going to pull out of you. I think he has more of an advantage as far as angles. I think he's gonna have some refreshing angles, which to me, I think this is a battle that you shouldn't have took right now, because Danny, you can angle, but you're more of a scheme angler, like not necessarily a personal angler. The only time you get personal is when you're talking about your goddamn wife. But you can get personal, but I think Kid Chaos could dissect you a lot better than you could dissect him, especially because he's newer. So I might like Danny, I like you. I've always said this. I like you, Danny, but I really don't think, I don't know, this might be a battle that you might actually lose. You know what I mean? Just like with Jerry West and Easy. I guess the street battlers you don't really do too well against, but you be beating the writers. But Kid Chaos is a different breed of writing. And I think you're kind of jumping the gun a little bit. B-Dot and Suge. I think Suge could pull an upset, but I definitely don't think he's going to. I think B-Dot is going to beat shit down Suge's leg, and I love Suge. Suge is one of my favorites. You know what I mean? Suge is one of my favorites, especially when you're on top of his game. But I don't know, there's really not much to say about this battle. I think Suge is going to beat him 3-0. Holmzie versus Rum. It's kind of interesting. Rum is still very one-dimensional. His bars are out of this world, though. And Holmzie can dissect also, but Holmzie's problem is that he takes so long to get to the fucking point. By the time that he gets there, it's like, all right, we're over it. You know what I mean? But Holmzie's pretty smart. But Holmzie, I have to say this, bro. You really need to stop adding yourself. I guess it's a smart move for you, but we're all not stupid, bro. You're not part of the new class. You even say you're part of Geechee's class, but you just got hot now. I wonder why. I wonder why you just got hot now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're pretty decent, but I done seen you get killed mad times. So this whole new wave that you trying to add yourself to the new class, I guess it's smart on your point, for you. You know what I mean? Because you could be named with these guys. But what's crazy is that, Holmzie, nobody's calling you out. I guess DNA did call you out, but that's it. Nobody wants to battle you, because everybody knows that, I don't know, it's kind of a fluke. All that shit that you're doing, it's kind of a fluke. You gotta continuously do it. Do it during a regular year, where everybody else could prepare the way you prepared. UM2, congratulations. You know what I mean? I did not think you was gonna make it past the first round, but you made it to the last. So I give it to you. But I definitely do not have you beating Rum Nitty. I definitely don't have that. So with that being said, I got Rum Nitty beating you. Actually, a gentleman's 30, because I think you're actually gonna do good. But I repeat, I do not think that you are going to beat Rum Nitty. And last but not least, Real Sikh versus Mike P. I think this is going to be the battle of the night. I think this and Danny Myers is going to be battle of the night, honestly. Because Kid Chaos and Danny Myers don't play. They never play. But Mike P is on his return, and Real Sikh is just a monster. And I think that Real Sikh is going to meet his match. I think that this could be one of the biggest upsets, because if Real Sikh has to win this. Because Real Sikh been on a lot of media talking crazy. Oh, vets this, vets that, talking about what he deserved. But, bro, don't call out none of these big dogs until you can get a hold of one of the mid-tier guys that's up there also. Mike P is definitely going to be your match. And I think that Mike P could beat you, son. Because I like Mike P. I think Mike P has one thing that you don't have, and that's showmanship. I think Mike P is like energy supersedes yours, and his charisma does. So he has the bars. He has the same kind of bars that you have. So I think Mike P might take it 2-1. It is what it is. Yeah, just miss a note on, man. Just holler at me.